Assalamualaikum class. We are going to start our chapter 1, that is physical quantities and measurements. Before starting our chapter, let's take a review of things that we are going to do or that we are going to deal in this chapter. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about physical quantities and measurements. In physical quantities and measurement, first we discuss about from where physics originated and what does mean by physics. Then we have to discuss about branches or types of physics. Later on, afterward that, we have to discuss about physical quantities, and physical quantities are furtherly divided into two subcategories, that are base quantities and derived quantities. Afterward, we have to discuss about prefixes, SI units, scientific notation, significant figures, and in last we have to discuss about different measuring instruments. In different measuring instruments, main measuring instruments are vernier calipers, screw gauge, tape, and meter ruler. These instruments are used for measuring the length as well as mass or weight of the different things. Then we have to discuss, first thing that we have to discuss in this chapter is that from where physics is originated. Physics is one of the branches of science. Science is the knowledge gained through observation and experimentation, and it is derived from the Latin word called scientia, which means knowledge. Not until 18th century, various aspects of material objects were studied under a single object, that are called natural philosophy. But as knowledge increased, it is furtherly divided into two main types or two main streams: physical sciences or biological sciences. Physical sciences deal with the study of non-living things, and biological sciences are dealing with the study of living things. And measurements are not confined to science, they are part of our lives. They play an important role to describe and understand the physical words. So in 19th century, physical sciences were divided into five main branches, that is physics, chemistry, astronomy, geology, and meteorology. So physics is one of the important branches of science. How physics is important in our daily life? Because physics is one of the most scientific discipline of fundamental sciences, and its main goal is to understand the existence, working, and behavior of our whole universe. The basic definition of physics is that physics deals with the study of matter, energy, and their mutual relationship or interaction. What does mean by matter and what does mean by energy in this definition? Matter is all those things which have mass or which occupies some physical space is called matter. For example, if I have a desk, it has some mass means it has some weight, and it also occupies some certain type of space, so it is said to be the matter. On the other hand, what does mean by energy? Energy is the ability of body to do work. So whenever we study them both, matter and energy combinedly, we say that we are dealing with the one of the branch of science that is said to be the physics. Then we have to discuss about the main topic, that is branches of physics. Branches of physics are also said to be the types of physics. The first branch of physics is related to mechanics. Mechanics is the study of motion of objects, it causes and effects. It causes and effects means that how it affects our daily life and what happened. Like in motion, we discuss about the velocity, speed, or time that is taken by object in moving from one place to another place. For example, a footballer is there. If he kicked the ball, what is the time period a ball is taking, or what is the speed of ball it is taking to just reach till wall. So whenever we study the motion of object means movement of object, then that branch is said to be the mechanics. The next branch of physics is heat. Heat deals with the nature of heat, modes of transfer, and effects of heat. In this branch of physics, we are going to deal with the modes of transfer, means how heat just transfer from one body to another body, and what is the effect of heat in our environment or on our environment. Like previously we discussed about conduction convection and radiation in our class. These are a few methods for transfer of heat. So how they happen and what is the effect of that processes on our environment. In this type we are going to deal with the heat or nature of heat. Then later on we have to, in third type of physics, we are going to deal with the sounds. It deals with the physical aspects of sound waves, their production, properties and application. In this we have to discuss that how sound is traveling or how sound is produced and what are the different properties or applications that is regarded to sound, like how different sounds are produced, how longitudinal and transfer waves are produced, how waves are affecting our ears. So in this we are going to discuss about the different aspects of sound. In fourth type of physics, that is deal with the light or optics. In this, we have to study the physical aspects of light, its properties, working, and use of optical instrument. Means in this, we have to discuss about the different phenomena regarding to light. For example, the phenomena of reflection, total internal reflection, or reflection, and how light just pass from transparent, translucent or opaque object. Means what is the working or what are the different properties of light while moving from one object to other object. The fifth branch of physics is related to electricity and magnetism. It is the study of charges at rest and in motion, their effect, their relationship with magnetism. Means in this branch of physics we have to discuss about the movement of charges. Movement of charges, for example, if we switch on the bulb, how charges move from positive end of the battery to negative end of the battery and how it flows throughout the circuit. As well as we have to discuss about magnetism. Magnetism means that how magnet produce their attraction waves, or how we can just do, or what is the relationship between electricity and magnetism, is that how we can produce electricity with the help of magnets. Like in power plant generators we discuss about producing electricity with the help of powerful magnets. We can easily produce by rotating the magnets, easily produce the charges. Then in sixth branch of physics we have to discuss about atomic physics. Atomic physics deals with the study of structure and property of atoms. Atom, as you people know, that is the smallest particle of matter, and it comprises of three main parts: proton, electrons and neutron. So whenever we are going to discuss about these things or these parts of atoms, then we said that we are going to deal with the, or we are dealing with the atomic physics. Then comes nuclear physics. Nuclear physics deals with the property and behavior of nuclei and the particles within the nuclei. First thing is that what does mean by nuclei? Nuclei is the plural of nucleus, and nucleus is present in the center of atom. So whenever we are going to deal, or whenever we are just studying about the nucleus of any atom, as there are 117 elements in nature. So among 117 elements there are different atoms of different elements. There are different nucleus of different elements. So whenever we are going to deal with their properties or behavior individually, we said that we are dealing with the nuclear physics. Then comes plasma physics. Plasma physics is the study of production of property of ionic state of matter, that is the fourth state of matter, as we discussed in previous class about the vacuum. So plasma is considered as one of that thing, and in plasma is also said to be the space. Whenever we are going to deal with the things that is present in outer space, for example, we are dealing with the movement of stars, motion of different planets, or movement of or rotation of earth, we said that we are dealing with the plasma physics. Then last branch of physics is geophysics. It is the study of internal structure of earth. Means whenever we are studying about the core, mantle, or third layer of earth, and how heat is produced, how much heat is produced in these layers, what going on in these layers, we are dealing with the geophysics. because geophysics are basically, geo means earth, so whenever we are studying about the earth surfaces, it is said to be the geophysics. These are 9 main branches of physics. I am again repeating that these are mechanics, heat, sound, light, electricity and magnetism, atomic physics, and then nuclear physics, plasma physics, and geophysics. We are going to just study these 9 main branches. Then afterward, that we have to discuss about physical quantities. So physical quantities, first thing that comes in our mind is that what does mean by physical quantities. Physical quantities are measurable by an instrument or can be derived. All measurable quantities are called physical quantities, such as we can measure length, mass, time, temperature. And a physical quantity consists of two main characteristics. It consists of numerical value as well as unit, because numerical value is used to measure, or we can easily measure with the help of numerical value, or unit is important part of physical quantity. As I described in one of example, a person is there and I just write down the mass. I just assume this mass, and mass is equal to 87.5 kg. So in this 87.5 kg, mass is considered as a physical quantity. Then 87.5 is a numerical value, and the last one means kilogram is unit. So as in definition is describing that it consists of numerical values and unit. So in this example, 87.5 kg, 87 is numerical value and kg is the unit of that. Same is the case in this example. Height is given as 1.4 meter, means we can calculate the height. Whenever we can calculate or measure anything, it is said to be the physical quantities. Height is as 1.4. 1.4 is the numerical value, and meter is the unit. So numerical value and meter is whenever given, that quantity is said to be the physical quantity. Now physical quantity can be divided into further subcategories. There are two types of physical quantities that is said to be the base quantities and derived quantities. Base quantities are also said to be the basic quantities, or then second type of or second thing is derived quantities. Let us discuss about first base quantities, that what does mean by base quantities, and what are the different quantities that came in base quantity. So base quantity, there are 7 physical quantities which form the foundation of other physical quantities, and these physical quantities can said as a or called as a base quantities. And in simple words, base quantities are the quantities on the basis of which other quantities can be expressed, fundamental quantities that cannot be derived in terms of other physical quantities. These are length, mass, time, electric current, temperature, intensity of light, and amount of substance. These are said to be the base quantities. As I described in this one of the table, that length, mass, time, and temperature is one of the base quantities, and their units are said, the things that are used to describe base quantities are said to be the base units, and different symbols are given to units. So base quantities are the quantities on the basis of which other quantities can be expressed easily. On the other hand, derived quantities are those physical quantities which are expressed in terms of base quantities. In simple words, it can be said as it is the combination of different quantities, different base quantities. Whenever we put the operation means whenever we are dealing with the multiplication, division, subtraction, or addition between two base quantities or more than two base quantities, it means that we are describing the derived quantities. And derived quantities can be derived from basic quantities according to defining equation. For example, they include area, volume, speed, force, work, energy, power, electric charges, electric potential, etc. There are many other base quantities.